nom 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 nom. It's so good, you guys. Look at this delicious yeast-covered popcorn. You want to eat it, but you can't because it's on the other side of the computer screen. But I can eat it because it is here with me. And so I shall. But I will also play some more FF6 while I do, because I only need one hand to play it, because it's just the arrow keys with 1 and 0 for the most part as my select and go back buttons. Alright. Mostly popcorn. Yep. It's the new name of my show. Count as Alright, I may be a little slower with the popcorn than I am otherwise, but still. He puts on the, like, Jason mask. The hockey mask when he has the chainsaw. Not Jason. Jason? Jason, right? I'm not very up on my horror movies. So I've been learned. Doom. That was the last thing that I needed Sabin to learn from that Esper, right? Just level up, I think, so. Wow, he's learned almost all of this. Carbuncle it is. I was wearing the Jason suit because I was using a chainsaw. The hard-fought chainsaw that I got from that stupid clock puzzle Zozo. Goddamn Zozo. He doesn't even have an Esper. Do you even heal, bro? Even have a magic command. That's how long it's been since I've used him. Sloppily spilling popcorn on myself. I am such a slob. Nonsense! It's been fixed! That's a weird way of phrasing that. Alright. Oh, hey. So now I'm up north. Drink. Save time. Galaga. They look kind of like regular scorpions to me. Whoa! Oh, that was the doom. Jesus, that scared me. That's pretty hilarious too, I gotta say. Jet lag, you will notice the office has progressed in that this desk now has more random crap on it than it did last week that has to be sorted. So, you know, progress. Now that laugh does normally preface death. It like had a visceral reaction from me, like, oh shit, something bad is about to happen to me. Yeah, also there's a box on the floor that wasn't there before. It's good that you're keeping tabs on me like this, Jet Lag. It'll encourage me to actually, like, organize this office and not just let it sit. So much that I want to happen, but none of it happens because Sabin's just all on top of everything. He's too efficient. Is this where I'm supposed to have been going? I actually have no idea. I can now get elsewhere with that castle, but doesn't I just add South Figaro? This was the cave I was in before? Yeah. What? What are you talking about? That was totally the correct blitz input. Way to Jason them. Alright, Doma Castle was Cyan's castle, I think. And it looks like we might be able to get there via... If I remember where it is, which I don't remember except I think it was very westward. probably heal those two on the off chance that... Yeah. When you see Moogles, you, as a player, are required to sink the boat. I don't know if they actually make that noise. They do have a, like, whoop, whoop sound, don't they? Maybe that's just in later games, so... I know, like, when you talk to them in Kingdom Hearts, they make a little sound. I think. Maybe I'm going crazy, but I thought that's what happens. Oh my god, she has so much magic. Yeah, don't heal everybody, just heal. It's not gonna bunch. Let's go this way. It looks like these two continents connect, so I'm gonna try that. Fight, I guess? Don't they go like, what? When you talk to Moogles in Kingdom Hearts? I can hear the sound in my head. I know what it sounds like. Just not sure which game it's from. Hero protagonist, I don't get that reference. Who is Simon the Digger? Oh, it doesn't connect. It looked so much like it was going to connect. Over there. I guess I'll just have to see if there's any other places on this continent, and if not, go to Collington or whatever on the... I was gonna say airship, but it's a sand ship. The sand castle, really. But not like that kind of sand castle. Else really like the half-cooked kernels at the bottom of popcorn? And the one that's like sort of open, but it's still really crunchy when you bite it. I don't see any other dots on this continent, so I'm just gonna take the ship. Alright. Enough popcorn. Covered in yeast. It's okay. Wipe it off. We're good. I'm a sloppy mess. Apologize if I'm grossing anybody out. still sleep for free. Uninteresting. You say the same thing to me that has been said before. What important thing did you learn? Let children think for themselves? You're a little young for Edgar, I think. Small child. One shy of a six-pack. I don't think that's how that expression goes. I really... Alright. Yeah, I guess you're right. That does mean that the entire population inside Figaro has been stuck underground for a year, presumably living off their, like, water and food stores. I assume they must have had some. I mean, plenty of monsters were getting in through that tunnel, for sure. So, presumably, I guess they could kill the monsters for food. Might be tough to get a source of water, though, under the desert, as they were. Maybe they could feed off of those desert frogs. There's a species of toad that lives in the desert that, like, just hoards water, like it stores water in its body and it digs itself underground and like hibernates, and sometimes desert natives drink them, or dig them up and then drink them, which is gross, but if you're gonna get, if you need to get water, you need to get water, and they're a good source of water. They're like a handy little living water skin. Probably not true anymore since the destruction of the world, but, I won't blame you for not keeping up with the times, given that you guys have been underground for a year. Thanks, random scholar dudes. Alright. Let's get this party moving. And by party, I mean airship. Yep, go to Kolingen? Kolingen? I don't remember. Go to the other end of your journey. Under the ocean, apparently. Is it like under the ocean floor? Like, how deep are they going? So I would think most of them would be terrified to go underground again, given what happened last time, but whatever. They're good people. They got over their PTSD pretty quick. Who needs an airship when you got a dirt ship? True. Alright. We are on the other continent. I'm saving. Rank. Maybe it's not magma, this water. Maybe it's just so full of, like, silt and ash that it looks red. Kill them all! Do it! Good job. I mean, there's probably a fair bit of blood and gore in the water as well, but it would take a lot of bodies to make a sea turn that uniformly red. I think more than is the population of the world, so... Is this where that guy who wanted to build this Colosseum was? It's just a little... It's just a little plateau. Okay. No, the Colosseum guy was up on that little, like, crescent that's still there. Not a moose. I didn't even get to see what it did. Man, Edgar's learning stuff fast. What's down here? Let's go do it. It's Kolingen. Hello, Mummy. Oh, Narsha's filled with monsters. Another flashback. We getting a lot of flashbacks this time around. Yeah, I remember what the world looked like when it was beautiful, thanks. Oh god. She flashes back every time you talk to her. Are there any radioactive berries that I can eat and gain superpowers or something? Oh man! Is Locke's dead lady love still in the basement somewhere? This is the Moogle music. Or this is what I associate with Moogle music. She is still dead / alive in the basement. What fabled treasure? He's got a fabled treasure right here. Alright. I assume all those not now in my party were unequipped, but I'll do that anyway. Just in case, jeez. And who are you to be randomly equipping and unequipping my party members? You're just some dude in a village somewhere. Is your brother still trying to build that Colosseum? To be fair, that thing was burnt out before the apocalypse. That one house. I'm sure the gear from Shadow's corpse dropped down into the ocean with all the other gear. I mean, he was on the floating island, and I assume it kind of, at least partially disintegrated. It looked like it was disintegrating as we were leaving, so... Watch the seedlings grow. There's a secret back entrance. What good does that do me? Oh, there's a... Alright, there's a chest there. I got a green beret. Congratulations, me. So I need to search for a great treasure of some kind to find a lock, apparently. Good to know, I guess. Well, Silas is already a military elite. Not boggies. Suplex it, do it. Damn. Just imagine if Chrono, Lucca, and Merle show up in the epoch right now asking for directions. And you could easily... Actually, it'd be really interesting to have, like, a narrative crossover with some of the Final Fantasy games. It'd be interesting to think, like, which Final Fantasy universes could cross over without trouble. Like, I guess Final Fantasy 13 could also take place in this world of ruin, because, like, the giant, like, god monsters maybe took over after everything went to shit. Most of the others have, like, distinct enough worlds that it would be tough. A king, a general, and a bear walked into a bar. Yeah. Well, we have been walking into a lot of inns, one opinionated. The world may be in ruin, but the victory music is still the same. Whew, I'm getting sleepy all of a sudden. Clearly it hit 10 o'clock. Just been my bedtime lately, because I've been having to get up early for work. Shit. Is that who I goddamn think it is? He's a receptionist, you guys. He's a reception octopus? Receptopus? Sounds dirty. Talk to the Emperor twice. Use this when you found the place where the Emperor hid a secret treasure. Okay. Thank you, sir. One-on-one battles, huh? Explanation, please. Okay, that's good to know. Might try that once. I can always save scum it. Not right now, thanks. Chris Puff. Apparently the whole world is at war. That's right. This guy was crazy who wanted everyone to fight. Creatures come here to compete? Okay. He's a totally ordinary dad. Yep. Well, you know, he's got a good thing going here. If anyone hasn't played Octodad, highly recommend Octodad. One of the funniest evenings I've ever spent was watching my friends Asher and Britt play co-op mode, where they were each controlling one leg and the opposite arm. Amazing. They got so good at cooperating with each other by the end of it. It's pretty fantastic. He's Siegfried. Alright, I'll try this once. Yeah. Octodad. Nobody suspects a thing. So the better a thing I wager, the better a thing I'll get. Let's wager a tent. Chupon versus... The thing is, I probably can't suplex him. It's gonna be an issue. Is he? I don't actually care about getting a tent back. That was silly. No, you know what? Fuck that. It was an unfair experience and it has soured me on this concept. I'm sure you don't always fight that guy, but that was bullshit. Also, I have other stuff I'd rather do. Yeah, emulator saves for that, for sure. I'm sure I'll do it in another segment at some point, but right now I'm more interested in sort of finding where the heck I'm supposed to be going. I feel kind of lost here. All this random terrain here. I also like having my whole party for a fight. I don't like as much having to do it completely on my own. It seems unreasonable. Oh, Jason's pointing out my sour grapes. You know what? I didn't want to do it anyway. Well, I mean, I decided to try it once experimentally, and if it had been like really cool, I may have gone for more, but it wasn't. Whoa. What are you? You look awesome. But you are vulnerable to my usual attacks. Okay. How's Edgar doing on learning those heals? Just a little bit more for remedy, and then we can switch him out to something that acts on level up. Alright, well, there's no other cities here. Yeah, as I say, I will probably go back and do some more stuff in those fights at some point. curious about where I'm supposed to be, so like we might devote next time like an entire segment to doing Coliseum fights. I think that might be kind of fun. See what that's like. If I forget, remind me. But for now, like, what the heck's going on here? Chainsaws, my one true weakness. Yeah. It's surprising how many monsters are weak to chainsaws. Mutilation and blood loss, my one weakness. Oh, it's a chocobo stable. Nah, I don't think I need it, though. It's okay, I'm gaining XP doing this. So, they told us to go to that other castle. Which I am notoriously bad at remembering places. But I'll see if I can find, I guess. Oh, Jesus, you popped the chain off of a chainsaw? That sounds super dangerous. I would not want to use a chainsaw for mostly that reason. I would be worried about that. You can try and heal Celeste, but we're not going to be in the fight that long. We were unable to find a way to open up a bigger map. As far as I can tell, this is the only way. Take me to Figaro, please. We need to find a treasure to find Locke. And Castle What's-Its-Face is full of demons, where we will probably find Cyan, I'm guessing? And how do I get anywhere else? I guess I can take that ship back. From Ikea. Maybe from Figaro to Ikea? That might be it. There is, but we don't know what the control is on the emulator. It's not that. I mean, yeah. Oh. No, that was just a random battle. God, I love blitzes. So good. So good. Alright, Edgar learned Remedy. That means he can switch Espers. Let's give him something that actually does good stamina plus 2, HP. Strength plus 1. HP plus 10. Alright. So I can open the mini-map up and close it again, but... I don't know. No rabbit. Who attacked you? No rabbit did. have to go through the cave to get to the other place. No, I think there's a port here. This looks like a port city to me. Which is weird because it doesn't look that way on the map. But, yes, hop aboard to Ikea, please. Oh, is this not where I was before? Oh, maybe it is. Okay. For a second I thought it was taking me to that north continent. What I need is to find the airship again. I mean, assuming they rebuilt it. Someone want to tell me where that castle is that I'm supposed to be going to? The castle... What's his face? I think the one where Cyan was. The one that there was the rumor about. Because I never remember which of these places is which. I could really use a map where I could, like, select the dots and see what the names of the cities are. That would be super useful. Cannot get to Doma yet. Okay. Do I have to fight in the Colosseum to get further? Because that seemed like the only thing I could do next. Castle Anthrax. Yeah. Yeah, that one where everyone was poisoned. You guys give me a hint? Hopefully without, like, crazy spoiling it. I missed stuff in Kolingen. Okay. I'll go back to Kolingen then. I figured it might be something like that. That there was like a place that just I didn't explore well enough, but there's so many places I've been at this point. Go see Yoda on Dagobah. I met a little man down in Dagobah where the swamps bubble like a big carbonated soda. A soda, soda. A soda. I met a little man sitting there on a log. He was kind of like a muppet and he was green like a frog. That was Weird Al, by the way. I am not making up random songs about Yoda. I just know random songs about Yoda. Just the one, yeah. I did go through quite a Weird Al phase. I have much love for Weird Al. It's crazy. He's been doing that thing he does for like 40 years now. And like every like 7 years, there's like a new generation of 14-year-olds for him to, yeah, for him to just, like, really relate to. saw Weird Al concert in July. That's awesome. What did he play? Did he do Albuquerque? Because I used to have the entire, like, 11 minutes of Albuquerque memorized. Yeah, I used to listen to Weird Al, on, like, I had a Discman, in high school when we were on, like, long bus rides for field trips. I had a little Weird Al disc, and that I would listen to. It was a lot of fun. I had a couple of his albums. Still do somewhere at my parents' house. That snorkel's been just like a snorkel to me, yep. Yup. Whenever I'm flying, I always think of that, you know, that thing where, like, the plane exploded in a giant fireball and everybody died! Except for me. You know why? 'Cause I had my tray table up and my seat back in the full upright position. Mandatory fun. Yeah, I don't have, I think the last one I got was, Straight Outta Linwood. So but I've heard some of the stuff he did for Mandatory Fun, because he did that, wasn't that with the, like, it was like 7 music videos in 7 days or something challenge that he did, where he made all those really awesome music videos. I really like the aluminum foil one, which is the Royals parody. I thought that was a really cute video. Although, Tacky had its moments too. He's like, tough! And I'm like, give it! And he's like, make me! And I'm like, okay! So he grabbed my leg, and I grabbed his esophagus, and he bit off my ear, and I chewed off his eyebrow. And he took out my appendix, and I gave him a colonic irrigation in the knee, you better believe it. He opened it. Pixies! I don't know the Pixies one from Mandatory Fun. I'm back in the area where Collingen is. So we will go back to Collingen and see if we can find her. I think my favorite one is the you know, the box of 1 dozen starving crazed weasels that he gets from the donut shop. And they jump out and they start fighting all over his face, etc., etc. How does that go? So I ran out of the donut shop and into the street, waving my arms all around and then just running and running and running like a constipated wiener dog. When as luck would have it, that's exactly when I ran into the girl of my dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strained peaches. I'll never forget the very first thing she said to me. She said, "Hey, you've got weasels on your face." There's a live walk into the venue from the street. We got married and we bought us a house and had 2 beautiful children, Nathaniel and Superfly. God, that is such a fun song. So ridiculous. Now people in chat are just quoting lines from Albuquerque, which I am totally okay with, because fantastic. When you can't magic it, just chainsaw it. Oh, hello. Fancy seeing you here. answer. There's more to you than that. Even if I never equipped you as a party member, you're still meaningful. We have a 4th slot that's open right now. I won't replace you until another person comes along. He was much easier to convince than Terra. Here's a question. Can you get these characters in any order, or is the order in which you get them, like, set? Like, super set? Because it seems like it would be a good place to allow you to get multiple characters in different orders. But it also seems like some areas don't open up until you've done certain things, so far it seemed pretty linear. Let's go visit Daryl's tomb? Who the fuck is Daryl? An airship would be useful. Oh, that's what this random mound is. I assume that the world opens up when I get the airship, which we're about to go do. Oh right, he's got this weird slot scan. It's just a button. But it healed us, so that's nice. Daryl was a lady? Alright. Oh, I should save then, probably. Alright, we'll do this tomb, and then we'll close for the night. Oh, let me... Bam! Cards! He's got cards, you guys. Changes slot into GP range. Okay. That seems to be specific for him, so let's try that. And see what that... See, I assume I get, like, more GP from fights or something? Ugh. Unless I actually fight using GP, in which case I probably don't want to do that. Daryl's Tomb, Basement 1. That's promising. Should I not be doing... Okay. So, tell me, Steph or someone, is this gonna be like a more than a half-hour dungeon? Like, is this a long thing? Because I don't have the energy to do like another super long segment tonight. Get everybody life. There's a bit of puzzling. The place can be frustrating. Alright, tell you what, I'm gonna go back out and save on the overmap, and we're gonna do this next week. Next week we'll do this tomb, and then since we're nearby, we'll go to the Colosseum, and we'll do one segment where we just do a bunch of Colosseum fights. And then we'll see where we are. Alright. Phew. Alright, so thank you guys for joining me tonight. Predictions. I think we're going to have to regather all our party members. Minus Shadow, of course. Wonder if some of them will be optional to regather. And then once we're ready, I assume we're going to go back up to the floating island and fight Kefka again. And that might be the end of the game, because it's supposed to be like a, 40 to 50 hour game, somewhere in that range. And I could easily see finding the rest of the party taking us another 7 hours. Although I guess we also have to restore, like, maybe do something with the Espers and the Esper Gate. And I do want to, like, find the 8 dragons and stuff. So, just because we can go immediately to Kefka doesn't necessarily mean we will. If we even can go to Kefka. We'll see. Let's see. So once we have the airship, I think the next person we're going to find is either Locke or Cyan, probably, are in the near future. Because Locke was mentioned as looking for some treasure, and Cyan, I assume, is going to be in Castle Doma. Also, I think probably once we have Locke, we'll be able to get Terra. I bet Locke is needed to convince her. I could be wrong, but that's, I mean, they have a thing going, and I bet that's gonna happen. Do I want to seek out all the Espers? As much as I can. If there are some that are, like, really frustrating or really difficult, I might skip them, or I might, like, try them once and then skip them if they're too hard. But I'd like to at least know if once we get to the point where we're just, like, fiddling around waiting for the end of the game, I'd like to know where they all are so I can go look for them. I definitely want to see what's up with these 8 dragons, because I do enjoy dragons. Maybe one of them will get me Bahamut. I understand Bahamut is a summon in every single game. So, you know, giant dragon summon. What's not to like? Yeah, Foxter McGee says, Luck. 3 ladies at once, one of which is dead. Yeah, well. And Egger's the one who claims to be the ladies' man. But anyway. Yeah, so I guess that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. So next week, if I forget, remind me. Tomb, which we're right in front of, so that'll be hard to forget. Colosseum, and then we'll see. Right, community stuff. So, tomorrow morning, there should be Sunday morning game club. Didn't have it last week because Thanorod had a sore throat and couldn't do stuff. But so hopefully we will be doing Sunday game club in the morning and then recording our screencast. Wow, I must be really tired. Recording our podcast tomorrow afternoon about Overlord. So, you know, look forward to that tomorrow evening. We'll be talking about the game. Interesting game. I feel like it has some really good ideas and just kind of missed it a little bit on execution. But we'll talk about it in the podcast tomorrow. I don't know if Bill and Maria are doing fun with Bill and Maria anymore. If they are, it'll be at 6. It'll be twitch.tv/funwithbill. Sunday Game Club is twitch.tv/Thanorod. Yeah, how tired I am right now is definitely why we're not doing Daryl's Tomb tonight. And then let's see. What else happens? Mostly Walking is on Monday. They've been doing the new King's Quest game, which is super exciting because it was made by USC alums. So, like, I know some of the people who worked on it. So that's really fun. It was their last year during my first year. The people who worked on that game, the main Odd Gentleman folks. So that's fun. That's been very entertaining so far. That's obviously Day Nine's channel. And then Wednesday, I'm not sure if Sean Bouchard is doing play-by-play. Jason, if you're still in chat, you do Satan's horse, Satan's fingers calls the horse Susan. Right? What I said about being tired? Very tired. Which would be twitch.tv/JasonCubaRhodes at 7 p.m. Pacific. And then at 9 p.m. Pacific, if he's doing it, Seanbo will do play-by-play. Ooh, Ocarina of Time now. I will definitely tune in for Ocarina of Time. That sounds super entertaining. That's a cool game. I really want to play Majora's Mask. Maybe I should... do I have it for... I don't think I got it for DS. I know like a revised version came out for DS, but maybe I should play that after I'm done with this. Maybe I'll do Majora's Mask. But yeah, Ocarina of Time. I have not played Majora's Mask before, and I like understand it's sort of like a really interesting game in the way the mechanic is set up, and it's a classic, and and Jason has not played Ocarina of Time either. Ocarina of Time, I understand, also kind of creepy. I know Majora's Mask had a horror creepypasta associated with it that was just really scary, where you can see like, I think there was an ARG actually associated with it too, but you can see like glitches from the game, which someone like made using graphics from the game that are just really, really super creepy little videos. But God, yeah, definitely like if you're in the mood to be creeped out, go look up the like Majora's Mask ARG stuff or like creepypasta stuff on YouTube. I think that's it for community stuff. Follow me on at Kyla_go to get info about the stream and other stuff. My random thoughts on Twitter, but also scheduling about when I'm streaming and stuff like that. And our forums, which we're theoretically going to move. I don't know if that's still happening. I hope it is. Are currently at undefinedbehavior.com/forums. /forum, singular. Yes. Okay. Clearly I am way too tired, so I'm going to go to bed. Thank you, all you lovely people, for joining me. It's been great, and I'll see y'all probably tomorrow in the Sunday Game Club chat, but, if I don't see you in chats before then, I'll see you next week. Have a great night, everybody.